Welcome to the Academy Answers podcast. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening in. And we always get started this way. We play our creed, something we live by. And that is, we don't worry, we work. We don't doubt, we believe. We don't make excuses, we hustle. We don't talk about it, we are about it. We don't follow, we lead. We don't do it to have, we do it to become. We're not victims, we take responsibility. We're not suckers, we earn our spot. We're not a statistics, we stand for something. We are not the clay, we are the potters. We design our own lives. Let's jump into the podcast, guys. Hope it can bring you some value today. Let's go in. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Academy Answers podcast, where we answer questions from our blog, our social media account, and our email list regarding personal development, full potential, happiness, financial independence, and overall the idea of being free to express the highest, truest version of yourself. We all understand that. I think it's Aristotle who said all paid jobs absolves and degrade the mind. Even if you don't think of it so drastic, you must understand that the greatest thing that you can have is freedom to do what you want to do, when you want to do, and with whom you want to do it. And my grandmother always tell me that the two greatest things in the mornings and in the evenings is to be able to wake up in the mornings with options, and to be able to go to your bed in the night with a peace of mind. And of course, that bit that you wake up with in the morning, being options, will play tremendously into whether or not you're able to go to your bed with peace of mind. So this person reached out to me on my email list to ask that it is not as simple as we make it about deciding what you want and thinking about it and being about it, and then you are sure to get where you're going if your mind is right and all that stuff. And that person was kind of just, you know, not so sold on the idea of the law of attraction and overthinking that whole thing, as I often say. Look, my friend, the idea of you have to decide what you want is a starting point, because deciding what you want primes the brain. You now exactly know that this is the thing that I'm after. That is just a starting point. We know that in everything else, we don't have teams showing up to the stadium and the match is played and we know who wins the match. They have to go out on the field and they have to execute. The actual thing has to happen. So once you know what you want, most times people say that just as a precursor, or with the given fact, the known fact that you expect that you're going to have to do something about it. Let me put it this way. Picture 10, 15, 20 boxes. Nice boxes of shirts sitting in a warehouse to be logoed, to be labeled. People are going to put the logo on them. Now this process is a production line process. You have the people who actually take it from the box, put it in on the first bit of conveyor belt, and then the machine comes and stamps a pre-built template on it, and it goes down the line, and somebody else add ink, goes down the line, somebody else push it down the drying channel, and it goes down the line, somebody else takes it off, goes down the line, someone else put it into a box and label it ready to ship or ready to move to stores, whatever. Now these 10 boxes sitting there represent what you want. If you don't open that box and put it into a process, there will be no logo on the box, on the shirts, and you will never get the end product you require. I'm using that analogy to tell you that what you want is like the boxes. Unless you put it in a process, unless you insert that into something that is going to push it through all the rigs and the turns and the movements and the pressure and the work processes, it will not come out to be a final shirt. So what you want is a raw material. At least it is in the box and it is on the floor, ready to be processed, ready to be utilized, ready to be worked into a process to get a final product. So when you decide what you want, it's a starting point. Next thing is to execute, to put it into a process. And I often say that any man who is unable, any person, man, woman, boy or girl, who is unable to decide upon a course of study, to set themselves a schedule, set themselves assessments, and embark on it without being supervised, have not cultivated the seed of greatness in themselves, and they will forever be succumbed to this humdrum life, the hand to mouth, the taking everything by ear, doing everything as it comes, average, moving backward, mediocre life, if you are unable to set yourself that course of study and to pursue it without being supervised. That is how it is. You must be creating or you're degenerating. Thank you for that question. It's a pleasure.